Hello and welcome to The Final Whistle, the show that covers UCLAN's teams in the Bucks League and competitions. I'm Allan Martin and today I'm joined in the studio by Astros Eggerts. This week the fixtures were mostly in the Cup, but we did have some league action too. Up first is hockey, and we went down to the UCLAN Sports Arena to catch the men's seconds take on Manchester.
It was a beautiful day at the UCLAN Sports Arena when the men's second hockey team took on Manchester Seconds. Our boys started off brightly, defending well, but were always under pressure from a strong Manchester side. 15 minutes into the game, Manchester scored their first goal. The UCLAN side tried their best to keep up their spirits, but the visitors had tasted blood and got in goal after goal after goal, leaving the final score at 12-0.
So a big defeat there for the men's seconds, but they were up against better opposition.
Yeah, they were playing against a team that's 3 leagues above them. They knew they were probably going to lose, but they went out, played with all their heart. The captain actually said half the team never played hockey before, so they did good in all fairness.
Can they take a lot from this though, the fact that it was a heavy defeat, and like you said, the captain said there was a lot of new players. So is there something they can take from the game to help them in the games that are coming up?
Oh yeah, definitely. They played really well for the first 15-20 minutes, managed to hold them off, but as soon as they scored, it all sort of went downhill, but they can pick themselves up and just go from there.
Well, men's first day lost 10-1 to Leeds Beckett, and the women's day won against Chester. So even though the seconds didn't have the greatest day, the women's actually pulled the men out of a hole, really.
Yeah, it looks like the women are on a roll. What was it, 20-1 we were talking about last time? Now they're winning, a lot of men are losing. Putting the hockey team up.
Basketball saw a narrow cup defeat for the women as they lost 47 points to 42 against Kiel. The men's seconds won their cup match against York, winning 100 points to 81. And the first, who had league duties this week, came away with an 87 points to 72 victory against Sunderland. So all in all, it's been good results for the basketball teams this week.
Yeah, unlucky for the women, narrow defeat. Men were unfortunate, but the men's first did good. They're in good shape. They're in the highest division. Doing quite all right.
Do you think the men's, I think they're sitting in 4th place just now, do you think with the results, obviously they did well in the Cup this week, that they could push higher than 4th place in the league?
I don't know, they're quite far off from the top space, but they could be pushing for 3rd. Definitely will stay in the league, I think, won't go down.
All of our football teams are through to the next round of their cups. The women's first beat Lancaster 3-1, while the men's first won 4-0 against Manchester. The seconds and fifths both had to be taken into penalties in their matches, but both UCLAN sides, thankfully, booked their places in the next round, while the fourths progressed in the cup thanks to a 2-1 win against Teesside. So it looks like it's going to be another good year in the football.
Yeah, we're doing good. We've got, 5-6 teams still in the cup, so it's good.
Yeah, we talk about it week in, week out, all the football teams, women's sides included. Does it look like maybe the football is going to be the football that is going to produce the more trophies this season?
Yeah, it looks like it's football, so yeah, they're doing well. It's pushing on league and cup, all in good form. It's all good. Good to see some trophies.
In other sports, the men's badminton first were awarded a walkover against Teesside, while the seconds lost 8-0 to Manchester, but the women's unfortunately suffered a league defeat to Sheffield Hallam. There were wins all around in our other racket sports. The squash team narrowly defeated Liverpool seconds 3-2, while in table tennis there was a 9-3 win for the seconds. In tennis, the men's first completed a whitewash against Kiel, winning 12-love, but the women's team lost out at home to Newcastle. In netball, the first won by 53 points to 42 against Northumbria, and the thirds won 61-11 away to Chester. Off to rugby union now, and the women's first secured a stunning 41 points to 0 victory away to Bangor. But not to be outdone, the rugby union men's side also grabbed a winning result as they defeated Chester by 69 points to 24. In fencing, UCLAN lost out to Bangor, but in the Gulf, the team came away with a 5-1 victory away to Nottingham. And finally, the American football team got off to a good start with a 34 points to 6 win in their first game of the season away to Liverpool John Moores. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks to Astros for joining us. I'm Allan Martin. And that was the final whistle.